I did not mean it. Let me teach you. Oh. Alright guys, that was a joke. I haven't made any vlogs for a long time. And one of the things is because the car has changed, as you guys can see, and I cannot put this on something like to hold it. So it's kind of dangerous to drive it like this. But I'm going to make a very quick vlog. First of all, to say that I'm back. Thank you for all the support and being patient, because we did, work on the site a lot and did updates on that site. So then I didn't have too much time to do this, and I also got busy with my personal life. So more updates will come soon on that. And so let's get back to some of the quick questions that people asked me to make a vlog about. Number one, is it okay to support personal devices? And for a new person, somebody sent me an email that I felt like I spend too much time on this personal device, and I just wanted to ask, is it okay to spend that kind of time, and are we supposed to do that? First of all, in most of the places, I would say 99% of the time, they don't support personal devices, meaning troubleshooting them to fix it, their own issues like errors or something like that. Think about it. If someone have a corruption in their Windows, that's their personal home Windows, you probably spend like so many hours to fix that. And how are you going to do your job? That's not how things are done in a real environment. What you support is basically just apps that your company is responsible for, meaning email. You need to set up their email. They're not getting their email on their personal devices. Still, you troubleshoot it and you found out that this is something to do with their device, like something corruption going on. You still give them a suggestion that I did everything that I could, but this seems to be an issue on your end. Your phone is probably being corrupted or something is wrong. You should take it to your Career support or Apple support or something like that. Okay, you do support, but you're not supporting it at level where, let's say, if it was a computer at work, you will do everything to fix that. You will replace the computer, but you can't do that when someone is having issues with their personal devices. Now, sometimes you could make things a little harder from your side also. Let's say, for example, your company security team put a system there that any devices that connect to our system have to be on this version, meaning it has to have this update because the last update, the last version had security issues, so we want everybody to get to this update. So now your users are stuck. You have to help them, and that's something you will come up with your team, that how do we do that, because it's going to be a lot of devices. People are going to bring the devices. Hey, you guys made it, because of you guys I cannot get to the emails and I need to update. Now I need help. So yeah, it's a little tricky, so you have to kind of work it out. But most of the time you don't support any critical errors when people have their on their devices. I mean, you give them suggestions, that's it. That should answer your question. Second one, another thing that I want to share, that if you have a LinkedIn account, they have 1 month free training, meaning same way jobskillshare.org have courses, right? We have courses. So then LinkedIn, if you go to just LinkedIn, go to Google LinkedIn Learning, you will find out there's a site they give 1 month for free. Take an advantage of that, guys. So if you register for 1 month, you can finish that course. There's a course that's called Become IT Technician, and that have very small courses, and I will basically make a video about that, how to register, because I have a LinkedIn account and I will try it and see if it's really worth it. But it's something to give it a try, because it's 20 hours or something like that. That's a lot of hours. Still not like ours, we have more than 100 hours. But what you will learn is more of like, people that are professionals in these fields, like Windows 10, Mac administrations, troubleshooting steps. There are more formal steps. Remember, if you go to my courses, they're like exactly what I'm doing right. I'm going to work. Hey, I got an issue. Let me show it to you. This is how I solved it, and this is how you learn it. I'm going to give you a video about that too. Go ahead and learn, and this is how you resolve the issues. That's how our courses are designed. But these courses might be designed a little bit more professional, more like an academic way, where you want to finish it and then you go take a test for certifications, A+, this type of stuff, which I believe you can do it from Professor Messer, one of the best courses out there. But you can still take these courses and make a benefit, because it all matters when you go to the job interview, and how much can you show it to the manager, the hiring manager, or the IT guy, that look, I have a LinkedIn course, this is a 20 hours path that I finished, I have a jobskillshare.org course, this is 100 hours of course, all real world a lot of advanced stuff in there, and I have Professor Messer, and then whatever education that you went through in your college. That gives you an upper hand on someone that have nothing. Basically, they saw an entry level position, no requirement, and I'm just gonna give it a try. So imagine if they even picked that person just in case they wanted to give it a try. You still have a lot of better things to say in your interview. That is it for the vlog. I'm back, and look at this. I gained some weight, guys. I mean, that's what happens. And I want to discuss this also. This is another personal vlog in IT. Remember, I do that personal, like, hey, your life stuff. By changing the titles, remember, if you go back to my vlogs, I changed my title to system administrator, and a lot of things that changed with that, so I'll discuss that too, how it impacts your physical status, which is my own laziness, but I'm going to talk about it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'm very thankful to you guys. You guys are amazing. So be always supportive and support other people. Anything that you learn, make sure you share it. That's the only way you're going to grow. Or keeping it to yourself has no use, basically. All right, see you guys.